Past few days, I kept getting clients who had major traumas in their life and major upheaval from nowhere, like husband having an affair, cancer was diagnosed, or sudden business loss. Tower card would appear in their tarot card reading. The meaning of the tower card is simple, but sometimes unsettling one. It stands for dramatic upheaval and violent changes in person's life. The card depicts a scene of devastation where a tower is brought crashing down by lightning, representing sudden dramatic changes. Most of us, we don't like change and such upheaval is not welcome. Sometimes change does not give us time to adapt or adjust and can be abrupt and come without warning. However, at times that is just what we need to be shaken up or given a wake-up call. Although it may not seem like a blessing in disguise while it is happening, but yes, it is most beneficial to us. Today I will talk about how to choose to see the divine discomfort that you feel as a catalyst for action rather than letting it paralyze you. For those who are here for the first time, I am Laila Ahmed, an intuitive trainer, author and a therapist. During the therapy, I was helping my client learn about their wake-up call, the brilliance behind such dramatic changes. Later that day, I was intuitively guided to the book The Soul Shift by Dr. Barbara. She mentioned in her book about divine discomfort, and it exactly matched with what I was explaining to my client. Though the word divine discomfort was new to me, it rang a bell in me. Such an easy way to understand our discomfort. Rather than holding negative thoughts about the event that has happened, the discomfort what we are facing, what if we can call it divine discomfort, that it is for a divine purpose. And I thought of sharing this with all of you today. In the space which brings the most discomfort is where we sow the seeds for transformation. Such a situation helps us in stepping into our own power. Every time you shine light into your darkness, you reap deep divine healing. So discomfort is actually the doorway to abundance, to life and to the divine. Walk through it. God uses divine discomfort to speak to us. Let us understand what creates divine discomfort. I believe that all of us come to this planet with what I call bundles of cosmic deliveries. Bundles of wisdom, bundles of services, bundles of offerings, bundles of love. We promise to make these deliveries during our lifetime as our contribution to the planet. Just as a delivery person who loads up their truck in the morning knows that by 6 p.m. they need to have delivered everything and come back with an empty truck. Similarly, we come here to deliver our bundles. Though this sounds simple, but it is not. We have problem with our vehicle. We have delays in our route that discourages us. We get distracted at times. We misplace our maps and lose our way. We get tired of driving around and just want to take a long nap. We feel no one is appreciating the things we deliver and we go on strike. Do you resonate with all this? Then this undelivered bundles feels heavy on us. Many times we go through these feelings like I have never been depressed before in my life, but lately I am feeling anxious all the time. No matter how much I meditate or pray, I haven't been able to calm my anxiety down. But I can't figure out what is making me feel so crazy. I have a great family. My children are good. My finances are good. But I have no idea why I am so unhappy. So if you are also feeling like this, you are not alone. I firmly believe that we are in the midst of a divine discomfort epidemic, particularly among those of us on a conscious path of growth who are feeling the pressure all the time to deliver more and to deliver it now. There are types of this spiritual pain that we are supposed to go through because they enhance our life, and serve as a warning. God will often use discontent or dissatisfaction to signal us that something needs to change. We generally don't just wake up one morning and decide to make a major shift. It generally comes step by step, slowly, one at a time. It can be so subtle that at first we aren't aware of it. Let us understand this with an example. When an eagle knows it's time for the eaglet to leave the nest, she makes the nest pokey and uncomfortable to encourage them to go. We may not recognize that we had been drifting towards movement for a while because God has been subtly making our nest uncomfortable. It is good to pray during such time and ask God if this is what God is preparing us for change. If we ignore this spiritual discomfort and we continue, the voice of the intuition will become muted, even silenced in our life. We will have lost the discomfort, but it is a similar loss to how a diabetic loses a limb. This is a time when discomfort is to be embraced as the warning it is meant to be. However, there are times when we are uncomfortable and God wants us to remain that way and fight it through. Perhaps God has been prompting us to have a conversation with a loved one. Maybe there is something we have been tolerating in our life that needs to be dealt with. God is making it obvious we need to face that discomfort head on. Perhaps the discomfort is about letting go of something good and familiar to step on in faith into the unknown. It frightens us to let go of what we have counted on. There are a couple of points to consider when evaluating discomfort. First, the devil will rarely tempt us with discomfort. In fact, his intent will be the exact opposite, to get us to avoid the uncomfortable which God may be using in our life to grow us, to help us expand. Second, when we do feel a spiritual discomfort, we need to pay attention because it may reveal what we are avoiding in our life. So, do you wish to be free from discomfort? Only the dead are no longer faced with discomfort. So, we can be comforted by the fact that we are able to feel discomfort because it is a sign of God's life within us. The best way we can deal with is to seek guidance from intuition on how to respond. Easiest way out of this divine discomfort is opening to the intuition that is waiting for you. Imagine that there is a great treasure hidden within you, your own power, your own peace, all there, patiently waiting to be discovered. Now imagine that there is a great wise teacher living within you, your own intuition, your own love, your own wholeness, waiting for your arrival. How do you locate this treasure? You don't have to search. All you have to do is just remain open to it. Want to be open? Close your eyes and take slow deep breath in, and as you exhale say, I open to the intuition that is waiting for me. I open to the intuition that is waiting for me. I open to the intuition that is waiting for me. Repeat it couple of times. How you feel? When you are saying this, your energy opens, your heart opens, you are inviting in God's grace. Not only this, but you are also pushing down the walls of fear, anxiety, skepticism, resistance and mistrust. You're clearing the way to receive. Just open yourself and keep receiving. Hope this daily wisdom from my intuition might be helping you. Do like, comment and share with your family and friends. Let's together make a difference. Light and fragrance to all of you.